And we're back at the sharpening bench. We're going to now do the polishing phase. Now this is already a sharp knife. Most people would be quite happy with it, but we're going to take it to a near mirror polish. We're starting with the 650 grit matrix stones from Edge Pro, and we're going to run it all the way up to a 4000 grit. I'm using edge trailing strokes in this case because the manufacturer recommends it, and I do think he's right when you're talking about finishing up. You can see all that slurry coming. I spent a little more time on the first stone when polishing to try to get as much of my edge cleaned up as I can. I'm mixing up the direction in which I'm dragging the stone to try to erase those scratch marks efficiently. And you can see that little build up there. A little bit of metal, a little bit on my stone too. I'll clean that up. Just give it a couple more seconds on this side. That'll do it. So 3 minutes on the first stone in the progression. Now we're moving up to 1100 grit. There's three things going on right now. I'm going on my tactile sense of how is the stone moving across that edge. I'm listening, and I'm looking at the edge itself. And that's when I stop, when I feel like I got it. When you're coming off the reprofiling and the sharpening end of this process, you haven't quite got it perfect yet. But when you get into polishing, you're really dialing that in. And that's some scary business right there in terms of sharp. I like to get that grit off there before I put her away. 6 minutes in, 2 stones left. Easy peasy. Wetting the stone, see how she's starting out clean. Got some build up there. Just cleaning it up a little bit. When I'm done with the sharpening, I kind of get the rest of that grit out using a magic eraser. I started doing that a little while back, and I'm really liking it a lot. The stones cut much quicker when they don't have any metal loaded up in them. And I highly recommend using the magic eraser. I'm going to have to shoot a video on how to do it. It's just that I got to get the equipment over my sink. And you can see it's starting to pop in terms of a little bit of a mirror coming up. The downside of putting a mirror on there is even tiny imperfections show. Whereas if you leave a non-mirror finish on there, it hides things a little bit better. But we're really starting to get a nice shiny edge. But we're not done yet. That's plenty sharp and plenty shiny. I've got some folks out there field testing my edges. They work in the trades, and they put them to hard use. You can see the difference in the load up, this being the one loaded up, that being the clean stone. Without the magic eraser, that load up doesn't come off really, and it just hurts the cutting performance. Now this is removal of scratches. I'm going to do one more pass when I'm done to strop the blade. And it's a lot less strokes, and it's much lighter, like carrying some of the weight of the stone. This is a crispy edge though, this is a nice edge. Trying to get a little, there's a little bit of haze in the tip. Now this work I'm doing won't last 10 minutes out in the world. You cut a bit of cardboard or whatever, you're gonna scratch her up. But it's just the initial impression that the guy that's going to be carrying this, or gal, will get off of the quality of my work. Just trying to get that tip where I really like it. Alright, so now we're done. You can see I put a little extra load into that. Most of it comes off. Now we're going to do one more stropping pass, but 11 minutes 40 seconds to get a near mirror, and then maybe 1 more minute worth of light stropping. "12 minutes to impress your friends." Key though to sharpening is getting that burr and getting the symmetry of the knife in good shape. This is all cosmetic. That's what I'm talking about. And this is just hair popping. "13 minutes and we're in the books." Hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful and instructive. Please comment if you've got any comments or questions. I'd be happy to answer them. I appreciate that your time is valuable and that you spent some with me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.